Hey everybody, it's JT from Vapestars.net here. Um, got a mechanical mod review for you today. I like to vape and play around with the mod for a while before I review it, just in case anything comes up. Um, I was very excited to get this mod, so I had to really try not to do a review too quick. But anyway, we are going to be going over the vanilla mechanical mod by Smok-E Mountain Mech Works. I'm gonna have a quick vape. We'll talk about it. I am vaping on one of my favorite atomizers right now, the Fogger V2. I always get questions, and we're not gonna focus. Anyway, it's the Fogger V2. This one's from vapescafe.com. I know there's some mixed reviews out there again, but I really enjoy it. But that's the atomizer I'm using on the vanilla for this review. And right now, I gotta say it's a beautiful, beautiful mod. Solid tube design. This is the 18650 in stainless steel. They do come in brass and copper, and they're really sharp looking. The solid tube design is really killer. I know a lot of people are kind of down on telescopic mods. I enjoy the flexibility of different batteries. And screwing, I like screwing. You know what I'm saying? I like screwing my mod, if you know what I'm saying. But this is a really, really nice mod. 18650. So you've got a lot of battery power and battery time with it. It's the only battery you're going to be able to use in this. Tube doesn't come apart. There's not extra tubes for smaller batteries, which a lot of people already know, but makes this a more efficient mod. The more breaks and telescopes and tube sections and things like that that are in a mod break up and take away from the conductivity. So very straightforward, very hard-hitting mod. I'm going to show you the top cap and pins. Now it does have solid copper contacts. There's the top contact. Let's see if we can focus a little bit better. If you're familiar with the Chi-Yu or even the Chi-Yu clone, it's very similar. The contact is adjustable. Sorry about that. It is adjustable, so your atomizer will be able to sit flush, and you can snug that back up. And also, it's got an adjustment to make sure your battery, whether you're using a flat top, a button top, it's going to snug that up in there. No battery wobble. A little bit of adjustment, and you've got a nice non-wobbly device on your hands. Top cap, just beautiful, very simple. Nice simple design, flat, pretty, plain, no airflow. So if you've got any atomizers that accept air through the 510 post, not going to work so well here, but that's okay. And the bottom button, it's not going to show up, so I'm not really going to try, but there's the bottom fire button on this is brass, and it's a beautiful design. It's the logo from Smok-E Mountain Mech Works. Really sharp looking button, and your serial number is on there as well. Again, solid copper bottom contact there, and the button throw is adjustable. Little flathead screw there. You can adjust it to your comfort zone, different batteries, things like that. And there's your tube. Really solid, good design. Like I said, all one solid tube. I've really enjoyed this mod. I do need to say, nothing really negative, but every once in a while I run into, I can't even really say an issue. The button is a little odd sometimes, and it's quite possible that it'll never happen to you or anyone else. I've only seen one other review specifically on this mod, and it wasn't mentioned there, so it could just be me being weird or picky. But I will go to have a vape and push the button in a certain way and feel like that vape wasn't extremely satisfying. I will adjust and depress that button in a different way, or maybe harder, or more deliberately, and I'll get a full vape. I feel like possibly what's happening is I may be pushing the button kind of on one side, and that whole negative copper contact isn't making full contact with my negative end of the battery. That could possibly be it. I have briefly tried to adjust the throw to see if I could fix that. I still run into it every once in a while. As I've used it more, I've gotten accustomed to the button, and I'm pretty much hitting it the right way the first time, every time. But I just figured I would mention it. Bottom fire button is recessed, so this mod can stand up on your desk and it will not fire. The locking ring comes out just to be safe, and even if you push the recess button, it's in safety mode and it will not fire. It is possible to adjust that button out where the throw is a little, brings the button out from the locking ring, and it could possibly fire sit upright. But for the most part, it's a flush / recessed button. It's not going to fire sitting up on your desk, table, things like that. It's a great mod. I bought this for a pretty good deal from a guy that I met. But for instance, localvapeshop.com carries these. They have brass, copper, stainless steel available, the 18350 models as well as the 18650s, and they're about 150 bucks. They're currently sold out. Pretty popular right now. I've seen these mods go for as much as $170 on websites. So something to look into. For anyone interested, it is a 22 millimeter diameter mod, so if matching up with your atomizers is important, that's something to think about. Overall, I like it. I really like the look of it. Now that I'm used to the button, I feel like that's not a negative issue, but again, I figured I would mention it. It looks great. You know, 150 bucks is pretty expensive. I'll be honest with you, I got this for $100, so it was a far better deal. I was lucky to find it, and I snatched it up as soon as I did find it. So you got to weigh it out, decide if it's worth saving up for you, maybe trading something, selling something out of your collection. But it is a beautiful mod. I've enjoyed it very much. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.